very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Not only are we going to be doing an unboxing of this Killer Instinct lethal 405 FPS, we're also going to be shooting this today. It's the Beeman 1022, and we're going to sight this in because we have some varmint hunting to do. Stay tuned to the end because we're going to do an unboxing of this mystery gift. We have a Reinhardt target that's 18 inches, and this is specifically for a crossbow. It's called the XBow 450. We're going to check out a new public hunting area. I've never shot a crossbow in my life. I got this at Roll King. I don't know if they even sell this one anymore. This went on sale a while back and I bought this. It was a good price, and so I picked this up and I'm really excited to shoot this. I think it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be fun. We're going to sight this in together. We're going to go on this deer hunt. We're going to get ourselves something. We're going to go on this deer hunt together and we're going to get ourselves a deer. That's the plan, right? So, not too heavy. Ooh, okay. Instructions, and you have a quick guide. If you're type A personality, most likely you may not read any of these, okay? But it's usually the quick guide for me. I'm not going to get involved in this right this second here. I'm going to take all this out of here so that all you guys can see this here, because this is pretty cool, okay? I got to put this together. It comes with 3 arrows and it only holds 3 arrows. Here's the scope. Let's take the scope out first. You know, it's almost like Christmas when you're doing this. Okay, so this is the 4x32. Oh, this is cool. So it has a cover, it's a clear cover. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot. So this is going to be really easy to sight in, I think. Okay, so I'm excited about this. Goes over the features, talks about focusing, mounting, and bore sighting. Let me take out an arrow. And so here's your 3 arrows here. These are the Hyper Light, and they're made by Killer Instinct. Okay, I wanted to show you something here that's really tricky, actually. It's unfortunate that it's as tricky, I think, as it is, and it shouldn't be, but this slide here, and I don't know if you can really see it, they give you instructions on how to do this. It's not as easy as it appears, okay? They tell you to turn it upside down and do this and do that. I actually had to do it a little bit of a different way. In any case, I don't want to really move this because I finally got it set. It took me multiple attempts to get this where I wanted it. So now we're going to have to take these screws here and we're going to put them in here, and that will keep this down here, okay? You just take your string and you let this be over top of it. This has to be within that portion there, that so it can slide. So you just kind of scoop it in and try to line it all up. You don't really get enough cranking power, so I went and broke this out here so that we can screw these screws in. They're not that easy to get in. Now this is fitting in nice and flush. This actually helps a lot. Again, you know, another Harbor Freight product, of course, you know. Now that we have this tightened down all the way, we can put this on. All right, this should be facing down according to the picture. Loosen this. I'm loosening this here. This is really simple to put together. You got the 2 screws here and you have a little kind of like little lip here, and it just gets pressed right into here. Very simple. And then you have your little slide here. There's 2 screws here too that we're going to mount on here, but I'm not going to do that just yet. And then it just slides in and locks, and it's really simple. Now, at this point, we're going to take our arrows here, and we have our little field tips here, so we're just going to screw these on here. There's 2, and this is our 3rd arrow. I want to buy some more field tips. All right, so we have our arrows. We have 3. They're 20 inches long, and these are from Killer Instinct themselves, okay? What are you reading? And I have these other ones here. I have 6 of them in here. These center points. We still have to mount our scope. So what do you think? Killer Instinct, 405, SPF, scope, we're ready to go. Getting ready for my deer hunt. I have my portable game processing butchering kit. It's a 10-piece. We're going to put this thing to the test. There's a little groove here in the back. They want you to grip these with these hooks facing up. Now this is the second time that I actually had this pulled back. You're not supposed to leave this cocked any more than 12 hours. It's going to get a little bit easier over time. You have to make sure that everything is lubed up, your rail, all of your strings here. And I bought extra lube as well, okay? So we're ready to go at this point. It automatically locks into the safety. The only way to dry fire this, you actually have to shoot an arrow. That's what they claim. Otherwise you can mess this up. Now this hasn't been sighted in, and I also dropped this already. So this fell about 6 inches, and I'm not sure if it's going to mess this up at all, but we're going to find out. So we're going to sight this in right now. This is like 14 feet. That is amazing. It did have the crosshairs right on here. Okay, well, that was pretty impressive. Comes out pretty easy. These are just field tips. I had this lined up perfectly this time. And so it's shooting a little bit low, but it's right on. And this is my little setup that I have right now. For now, again, we're sighting in the crossbow because we are going to do some hunting this year. So we are now going to be at 10 yards. Now 10 yards is 30 feet. And I'm going to turn you around here. My lanai is 30 feet long. Okay, and then we have this additional space here. So that's why I'm not coming all the way back to the very end of the lanai. So we're just going to sit here and we're going to go ahead and fire and see what happens. All right, so that wasn't too bad, but it's getting easier each time. Okay, let's see what happens. Again, we are dead center with this line. Now this time, this was almost a bullseye. Let's shoot this some more and see how this goes. Wow. Maybe dropping it actually helped. I mean, that's in the bullseye. That's a bullseye in my eyes. Rise, nose, mouth. We're going for the nose. And again, we're going for the nose. Not too bad. I was a little shaky on that one. Again, I'm still kind of just bracing my elbow. I'm not really adjusting anything. I'm just lining up the crosshairs and I'm letting it fly. So, all right, so I'm still impressed here. I'm really liking this. So again, this Killer Instinct 405 crossbow is really excellent. I'm happy with it. It's the first crossbow I've ever owned. I'm very pleased. So far, like I said, it's shooting perfect right out of the box, you know? But yeah, it's easy to shoot. Trigger's easy to pull. Scope's all sighted in. Loving it. Okay, I moved back to 20 yards, which is 60 feet. So then we'll just basically pull this back. Perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and shoot 60 feet, 20 yards. Do it with your green fletch down. Okay, this is 20 yards. Okay, that's a little better. I'm within the bullseye area. Now what I did was, I was paying closer attention on how much I was raising it, but just a hair, again, probably like right there. I think it was here, right? Yeah, it was right there. So that's pretty good though. Actually, there was another arrow right here, went right in the same hole. All right, let's give it another shot here and see if we can actually get it right there, dead center. That's the closest shot yet though, but that, again, I think that was lucky. I pulled it a little bit, but anyway, just getting a feel for it. So obviously if I go out to 90 yards, or 90 feet or 30 yards, I'm probably going to be aiming up here for that drop. 30 feet, 10 yards, super consistent. 20 yards, getting better. I think I'm going to shoot within 20 yards of any deer. So here I am, and I had parked across the street. That's 121, and I found a place to park, and I came across here and I found this road here, and there's a car down there, and there's a car over there. So I guess you can come and travel down this road here. This is my first time at this management area. So I'm all ready. I have my crossbow all ready to go. Let's see what happens. Take a look how beautiful. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I haven't seen anything. Well, we're here for morning 2. This is the second morning that we're up here at this wildlife management area. It's still dark. We'll be walking in the woods here in just a little bit. Look at this spider web. It's huge, but I just wanted to show you this absolutely huge spider web. So I took this little area on the higher ground right off this trail, and I'm seeing some deer tracks. There's a trail that runs out that way, and then it runs back this way. So I'm just gonna stay low and see what happens. Well, I just got into my hunting area. It's a little bit late, and I just ran into some young kid here who hunts here, and he said he likes this side, and he goes all the way around up that way. So I'm gonna hunt in here. There's an area he said he's been in here. It's pretty thick. Not too many people hunt on this side, so that's a good thing. So let's give it a shot. We're gonna make our way in. I got everything set up, already loaded up, and we're ready to go. This is week number 3, hunt number 4, take 4. I'm gonna try my luck again, this time around, keep my fingers crossed. And again, this is hunt number 4, take 4. Well, we're heading out for hunt number 5. Well, I'm out here on hunt number 5. Take 5. I just put up this this is the spot that I found the last time that I liked, and I already have it all cleared out. So I'm sitting on my bench. Got the crossbow over here, loaded up, and ready to shoot. We're gonna do some varmint hunting here in just a little bit here. We already got that rat. That rat has been terminated, but we're gonna work on some crows and a few other things. And this is a 120 quart cooler. It doesn't really keep the ice cold very long, maybe 2 days. And then it's all, melting. That's about the only thing I caught. Let's go ahead and let's load up the Beeman. This is really easy to load. Kind of just slide this right in here. Everything looks good. You always want to keep an eye on that gasket, make sure that gasket looks good. Okay. I don't have my glasses on, so bear with me. So I can't even see that, but we're gonna go ahead and shoot that crow. And that's on the left. Sounds powerful. I hit right here. So I need to get my glasses on. Now we're going to go ahead and weigh these. The one right here claims it's 14.5 grains. We're going to find out. And this one here is supposed to be 15.4. However, as I look at them closer, this one here, believe it or not, looks like it's bigger than this one. But we're going to find out by weight. And it's going to automatically go to grams. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out, grams. Now we're going to take this one over here first. And again, this one, I'm going to set it up like that. That's the one I've been firing. So it's 0.9 grams. This, ooh, it is just a little bit heavier. We have a lot of predators out there, and I just saw 2 more. We have the Edge. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, I was doing an unboxing of this Moultrie Mobile Edge. So behind this Moultrie Mobile Edge is a stealth cam, Fusion X Pro. So these are going to go down below by the pond and down by the fence and down by the main entrance here. So I'll be able to get instant photos as well, and they both do video. The electric company does come in the property from time to time. They've cut my chain twice already. You know, they have one side, I have one side of the gate. There's, you know, they have a chain and a lock on one side, so there's nothing on any hinges, so it's all. Now again, this is the Moultrie Mobile Edge. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube, and I'm sure there's a lot out there on this Stealth Cam Fusion X Pro cellular trail cam here. Now, they're very similar. I went with price. I didn't go with any other specs, but their specs are very similar. So 33 MP, okay? And this one claims 36. This one here has an 80-foot range. This one has an 80-foot range. This one has a trigger speed of 0.4. You can see it right here, okay? And this one has a trigger speed of 0.65. And this does HD video, deliver with sound at a 720p. Let's see what this one says on that. It does tell you that you can have a plan as low as $4, but I can bet you this, is that that plan's not gonna cut it for you. It very seldom ever does. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do a little comparison here, just based on what the manufacturer mentions on the products themselves, okay? What makes them appealing. Like I said, I went strictly for price. I didn't care about really too much of anything. But we are gonna see though, just how well they do compare together, if they're very similar, if one's gonna work a lot better than the other. So that's gonna be interesting just to see. But again, these products, again, they're all pretty similar, but this one here works on a dual network, Verizon and AT&T. When this one here will work on the 4 major networks. It says here works on all 4 major US networks. Now that may come in handy down below, because down below by the pond, sometimes it's a little tricky to get a good cell signal. So let me go through the specs here real quick here for this Moultrie Mobile Edge, and then we'll run through the specs here on this Fusion X Pro by Stealth Cam. They claim this is really field ready and fast. All you have to do to get ready is have a cell phone. You have to create a plan, right? The Moultrie Mobile plan, and you have 8A batteries, AA batteries. Now, the other thing that's kind of cool about this thing is that you can actually put up to 16 batteries. So that's kind of interesting. Now, all my other cameras take 8 batteries, like all the trail cams, the Tascos and all that, they take 8. This takes 8, I'm sure. I have to look a little closer, but this can do 16. So it should be able to be, it should last double as long. So again, the SD card here may be a big factor when it comes to actual storage. And so this actually may be the key as far as the future of these trail cams, where you have a built-in SD card, but you have unlimited cloud storage. So we'll have to see how that's gonna work compared to the Stealth Cam Vision X Pro cellular trail cam. Again, this auto connects to the best possible network. It only has the 2. Okay, you have image and video on demand. You have an app, you have solar or lunar tracking, you have hourly weather forecast data, you have high definition global mapping, indicated cloud storage, access images from anywhere on any device. Now this says dedicated cloud storage. Let's talk about the specs that they mention actually here on the Moultrie Mobile Edge, because it seems to have a whole lot more specs going on than this Stealth Cam here. And again, included in this, it says, no matter your budget, we have a plan that fits your needs. No contracts, no hidden fees, cancel anytime. Well, if you cancel, you're not gonna be using this, right? Now includes free with all plans, activity charting, like I mentioned, species recognition, weather data, interactive maps, unlimited cloud storage, plus the Moultrie Mobile will not delete your images even if you cancel your plan. So we're gonna go ahead and take these things out of the box here, take a look at them, but we're gonna put them through the test on another video, and we'll compare the 2 side by side, and we'll see just which one's better, which one's faster, which one has better images, which one is actually cheaper for the plans that we're gonna go for. We'll get involved in all that in the next video, okay? So stay tuned for that. I think you'll enjoy that as well. We'll test it down here in Florida first, okay? So let's check it out. So just like that. Just like this. I hate when something's already open. I don't like to buy anything that's already been open. I just like to get it brand new. It's about the size of a Tasco, actually probably a little bit smaller maybe. It is heavier though. It does, obviously it's heavier because it's a cellular, you know, but, and the antenna is like beefy. I mean, it's about, I would have to, a little bit less than an inch as far as thick, but that's a pretty hefty, pretty beefy antenna that you just fold out. I like it a lot. And then you just have your wrap, so you can wrap it around a tree. This is pretty sturdy here. This is pretty, I like this sometimes when you have a clip like this. You see that? And the way they have the teeth, oh, this is definitely going to grip pretty well. It's going to make it really easy to put it around a tree. Some of the other clips are smaller and they're kind of difficult, but this is going to be really simple. I like this. That's nice. Let's go ahead and see what the Stealth Cam, the Fusion X Pro, has to offer. So let's go ahead and open this. This is going to be a little bit easier. Less tape, it looks like. Okay. All right, just at first glance, it's nice. You have a antenna here. Now it's not as beefy. This has some nice weight to it. Again, you have your buckle, but now this buckle here is what you typically will see. And again, I like the buckle that comes with the Multi-Mobile Edge better, as long as it holds. I like the fact that this Multi-Mobile Edge here has the antenna already attached, that you just fold it up. This one here, you have to screw it in, okay? I'm sure it folds down. They usually always do. Now let's open this up and let's see. This is very simple. There's not much to it, but you do need an SD card. Now I happen to have SD cards, but it didn't mention anywhere about an SD card. So, is this storage going to be better than this storage? Well, we're going to find out. I'm sure it only takes probably a 32, right, gigabyte. Stay tuned for the next video that's coming out, comparing both of these trail cameras here. And I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm just making a guess here because I don't know. Okay, and I really didn't kind of watch any videos really that closely to kind of say, okay, which one's better. But I'm going to say, for right now, I'm going to pick this just because I like betting, and I think I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to see if this one's going to work better than this one. Now, what do you think? So mention in the comments what you think. Which one out of these two will work better and hold up longer? I want to thank everyone out there for supporting the channel, and just thank you from the bottom of my heart.